season two.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to touch base and make sure that we didn't have any, that I was gonna hit all the plot beats you were concerned about for the end of season two. Okay.
Well, I want to know what happened to the rebels
Let's do this shit quickly.
personally. Not Agwin doesn't want to know what happens to the rebels, but I do. I want to know what each of their backstories is. I want to know how they grew up. I want to know their life stories.
I want to read anything except for what my homework is. And okay.
I can
Oh,
send you what I have on people later.
yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll read this instead of doing my home.
Yeah, I'll send it to you after you've gotten settled in the school and done a couple of assignments and have some good homework practices set up. It's a reward.
Cringe.
It's a reward for you doing your homework.
Cringe. I won't do my homework.
Well, then I guess you aren't
At
getting
home.
any
I'll do it at
backstories.
school. I'll do it at
God.
school.
So,
I'll do it at school. Dude, I'll just do it in biology again.
so previously,
What if your bio is like at the end of the day?
that's actually the best time to have a study hall because then you have all your new assignments and you can just kind of do them.
I have mine at the very start of the day, basically.
Yeah, like either first period or last period are the times it's best to have a study hall because then you either have everything and you can do the stuff that you don't need like special research for if it's end of the day, or if it's start of day, you can do everything you just kind of put off.
I got my study hall middle of the day, second semester.
Yep.
I only have a study hall for 3/4 of the year.
Okay. So anyway, previously on Hell's Vengeance.
We beat that guy's ass.
We won.
We cooked.
We cooked. There's
There's
no
honestly
issues.
no reason why we should be here right now, actually. We cooked.
We cooked entire Now we're just doing things that didn't happen with Aglin and Amerigo, basically, and finishing up their story. And then we're gonna go on to new characters. Don't worry.
Well, on that,
On that,
If you want to know what happened last time, Aglin and Amerigo went into a place with Zara, and we cooked. Everyone got shot dead, or smited, or bonked on the head. Like Oppian got bonked on the head by Amerigo, and that's basically how what ended.
yeah, bonked on the head with a bullet.
Yeah, bonked on the head with a bullet, sniper shot straight through the head. It made a bonk noise, like the wooden sword
Well,
bonk noise.
definitely not a sniper.
so I have a question for you. In the aftermath, when you're being told, when people who report to you are like, hey, where should we go to, report? Where are you going to set up your sort of hi, we're in charge now place? Will you set that up in the fastness, in the Narcopolis Manor?
This is all Agman shit, not
What do you mean? What was our mission again?
Your mission was to overthrow them and to overthrow the presence of the Glorious Reclamation in this town and establish the rule of House Thrune once more.
Okay, so basically we're just gonna give Zara complete control. We're gonna make it so Zara is the temporary leader, and we're gonna make it so Zara has to do all the decisions, and we're gonna make it so Zara.
Is that really what Aglin is willing to do?
I just realized that one lady that wanted me to get her slaves back never came up again.
Yeah, I've actually been wondering about that because I wanted to get those slaves, but canonly Aglin didn't know about them.
Yeah, she left.
Asked Aglin.
She left. She
If
left.
she asked Aglin, she would have gotten her slaves back.
She probably would have come back if I didn't throw her fucking coin money in the river after I stole it?
Yeah.
No, if she asked Agwin, she would have gotten the slaves. This is going to the wrong person with the
Well,
wrong situation.
What's done is done.
what's done is done. I need to know where you are set up to take news of people coming to do things because you have underlings who have been doing things across town.
Let's see. Fastness is probably not the right area. How far? Narcopolis Manor is inside the city, right?
Yeah.
It's trapped though, right?
Well, it was before you sent a bunch of faceless stalkers in to fight the wizard on his home turf.
And they won.
Well, we'll deal with the aftermath of that decision. I just need to
So
have a
we're doing
place.
Narcopolis Manor. Narcopolis Manor because that's the basically the noble symbol of this city. So we should reinstate them. We're gonna have Zara be a temporary like governor, basically. Enforce the law that the Narcopolis family created before they got wiped out from the village, and then
Do you know how Noble House is from?
what?
I don't know.
I don't
Noble
know.
houses don't make laws.
Noble houses make laws. What do you mean? They
Just
manage
because
the
you're
village.
rich doesn't mean you're in the government, though.
This is a feudal society.
Noble houses make laws, right?
That's less. So the Empress makes law,
And the
but
nobles.
how do I phrase this? Most of the laws boil down to the nobles do what the fuck they want.
Oh yeah.
So to a very large extent, the people of the city and the city itself are the property of the people who sit in Narcopolis Manor.
Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is Zara is going to manage the peoples and make sure they don't like try to rebel or anything.
Not again.
And canonly, I guess Aglin would deal with some of the laws, but because Aglin's I'm not Aglin, I'm not going to do that.
So, well, you'll
Maybe
see.
some public speeches from Aglin.
Wow. The actual revolt is still ongoing. The actual counter revolution is ongoing still. They're still fighting in the streets. You're positioning yourselves down places. And there are things you have to deal with. First being a very angry man.
Okay.
Who did not have a token, so when I dragged it, it didn't work the way I was expecting it to.
We did heal ourselves, right? Like Aglin healed us?
Sure, you absolutely can. I've done that.
Oh, Aglin's not blinded anymore. Not gonna do that for Zara. I'm gonna do that that would be like what for Zara, and then I could probably, if I realistically healed lowest possible numbers, everyone could be healed like 30 HP if I had no spells.
Sure, sounds like a plan. So, a very angry, chubby man comes charging into the place. And by charging into the place, I mean is waiting for you when you arrive to take up residence. Leaning against the wall, he looks to you and says, "Did you know?" Straight at you, Aglin. Did you know?
Know about what?
Know about what? Know about what? Did you know about the traps?
I knew that he set up some traps. I heard from him. I thought that was common knowledge.
About the Barbazoo?
What? All he said is to not walk off in the manor because everything is trapped.
The plants outside came alive and clumb the windows. The hallways lit aflame. Our own nightmares came to life in the hallway and strangled us. And then when we confronted the wizard and started the attack, he cracked open a statue and a demon from the pit. They're all dead. It's all your fault that they're dead.
That is Aglin's fault, actually.
I
'Cause
think-
he was the one who did
I
that.
think that might have been a lack of thorough planning. Should have
Yeah,
your fault. Your fault.
the one who made the plan.
That was a foolproof plan. I mean, like, as long as you used Aglin's face and got close enough to Phaedra.
Yeah, like so many Aglins at once, you know?
Oh, they saw us coming. They saw us coming.
Just to be clear, these are not. Are these people like?
Oh, it's
Are they
Linton.
legal immigrants?
It's Linton.
Like,
Linton's the only one here.
Is Linton even legal?
Is Linton an illegal?
Is Linton an illegal person? Like, is his race even allowed to have rights?
They are not humans, so they do not have full rights. That is true.
Then why the fuck did he call Amerigo a slur?
Because he's accustomed to being viewed as a human.
See,
Bro can't fuck it. Bro, this is no rights on no rights. Friendly fire.
He comes walking up to Aglin and looks him in the eye. How are you going to make this right?
full protection, gaining rights for every single member of you. You should petition for rights before you're saying things to a noble. Last time I checked, non-humanoids suffer from yada yada.
Last time I checked, non-humanoids suffer from a skill issue called not having rights. Talk about this with me in court. Rightless boy. Is basically what I mean.
Yes, exactly. Talk with me in
How
court.
about you talk to my attorney?
Basically.
He's pulling the talk to my attorney card.
I see. He's going to attempt to pour something down Aglin's throat.
That's not a very easy thing to do.
So does 25 beat your combat maneuver defense?
Yeah.
He grabs your mouth, shoves a vial into it, and pours a thick oil down your throat that tastes slightly sweet. Would you please make a fortitude save?
Guys, watch me roll a 0.
Hey, Aglin, this might be Aglin's last fucking camp.
Or a 5.
Aglin, the world starts to spin, and like the edges of your vision are starting to go dark. What do you all do? Or rather, initiative.
You know, this might be awfully easy.
Hey, where's the initiative thing? What the heck?
Oops, I forgot to click on it. Linton's in my way. I forgot it.
Hey, bro, where did my initiative go?
I got you, fam. Bam. Hey, it's already sorted even. So, as Linton pushes back from Aglin, he. Ooh, what will he do? He starts casting a spell. Amerigo, he just vanished.
That's fucked up. I just realized we never went. Isn't webs in the fastest? Or
I think we
is
assume
he
we got webs
here?
back.
You have not found webs yet, but you have men combing the fastness in the town looking for webs.
I just wanted to. That's all I care about, really. Anyway, I was gonna shoot Linton, but he's not here anymore. And also, I can't read minds of someone the mind of someone who I don't know is there or not. Really. Because if someone's not there, I can't read their fucking mind.
You're making some assumptions.
Well, he obviously just turned invisible.
So are you going to detect thoughts?
Sure.
Yeah, you can detect his murderous thought.
His murderous thought.
Just shoot him.
That's what he's going to do. Cause anyway, I'm gonna shoot Linton.
Okay. Roll your attack.
Guess where he is. I'm gonna.
Okay. So that's going to hurt him a lot if you hit. Give me a 1d100 roll.
1d100.
Your bullet hits the wall, shooting out chunks of shrapnel.
That's a shame.
Aglin, your vision is starting to go black. What do you do?
Okay, so do I have spells or do I not? Like,
You said if you spend all your spells, then you can heal everyone.
well, yeah, but like, that's like really an understatement because that's if I roll 1 on every single one, I do a total
Okay.
of.
Well, let's go ahead and say you spent half your remaining spells to do that.
Like, that's like a. I'm just gonna click randomly. Boom. Yeah, clicked randomly. Can I have Cure Moderate? Does Cure Moderate Wounds heal this stuff or not? I don't think it does.
No, it's not hit point damage.
Nope. So I doubt that would work. I don't have any spells like just I always prepare that do this because I'm kind of not really a cleric that heals. So I'm just gonna.
Well, if you're not a cleric that heals, what are you? Because you don't do anything else.
Anyways, I'm gonna channel my energy. because I haven't updated this since level 2. It's 30 feet, I think, or something like that, and it's 46 damage will save. So I don't think it's blockable unless you will, right?
Right. It's 1d. It's a will save for half damage. Do you have the feat that exempts your allies?
No.
Okay, so everyone needs to make a will save.
Horrible rolls.
Huh?
Couldn't I have rolled 6 on all of them so it just like one tapped everyone? That's a fail. It's 15. The will save, I think. Still.
Okay. So
Let me guess. The slimy old man who didn't do his job well is the one who did his will save correctly.
yes. Zara. Um, Zara is going to attempt to grab in this area. And it doesn't matter what she rolls, she misses because she can't see the guy.
You might not even be in that area. It just thinks that.
You can make perception checks.
Yeah. Anyway, speaking of figuring out where the guy is,
Yeah.
figure out where the guy is. Can I perceive?
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check. And that'll compare to his stealth check with the bonus for being invisible, which means that he can't fail. Okay, he can't fail to avoid your perception.
That's annoying.
If you want to randomly pick a space, you can try to shoot it.
Sure.
Ping
Why
where
would
you're
I?
shooting.
There.
Okay. And you blast a hole in the door. Aglin, your vision has gone almost entirely dark. This is the last round you'll be able to act before the poison takes hold. What do you want to do?
Is invisibility total concealment?
After they cease to be invisible. Yes.
Was that so? Is it total concealment or partial concealment?
Total.
Okay. What does V mean? Does V mean I have to see the target in a spell?
No, V means you need to be able to speak. Verbal. V is verbal, S is somatic. You have to be able to move your hands.
Okay.
You have to see someone
It
to
says
target them.
just a target, so do I need to see them?
What is the spell?
Hunger for flesh.
One humanoid, magic beast, or monstrous humanoid.
Yeah, so do I need to see them?
You do not.
If there wasn't complete invisibility, I would have used a different spell, but I'm just gonna be like, poison me, I poison you, and use this.
Okay, how does casting that sound from Aglin as he's like beginning to fall out of chair, leaning on table, blacking out to the world?
If you do this you wish for revenge for your comrades. Crave for the flesh of your comrades.
Yay!
Then
Yay! The spell has no effect because he is neither a humanoid magical beast nor monstrous humanoid.
let's go, let's go. I should have just used name bullet.
uh, Zara starts kind of going around at a half speed, patting the area. And then goes, he's here. And that's her whole round. And he is going to take a full round and coup de grace Aglin, who is now unconscious. So, that's max damage. Critical hits is only. Nope, I forgot sneak attack damage. 24 points of damage. And I think there's another part to a coup de grace.
Uh-huh.
I'm reviewing the rules. Yep. Okay. Aglin needs to make a fortitude save. DC 34.
Honestly, can't we just let Aglin die?
Not according to the rules.
Oh man.
Aglin gets a save. That Aglin could. It's impo. Oh, goodness. Well, so he's going to become visible again. As Aglin slumps unconscious, and then a blood blooms out of Aglin's chest, and Linton shimmers back into existence. His fist, like, elbow deep into Aglin's chest.
Yeah, that's a little bit funny.
Well, Amerigo.
Wait, did Aglin die?
Yes, that was what that save was for. Save versus death. We'll deal with the consequences of that later.
Well, I'm gonna go kill myself.
Hey, no season 3.
Hey, let's let the consequences
Anyway.
happen.
Anyway, shooting him.
Hey, those both hit. What's your crit?
Override action. That window. Anyway, what?
I'm sorry?
What happens?
Okay. I was reviewing your crit range, and it doesn't come into application here. So yeah, so you just shoot, and he takes 16 points of damage. Zara is going to do her attacks. And miss both of them. And he is going to turn around with a bloody arm, smash the window, leap out, and flee into the night. Amerigo, you're going to get another shot as he goes. And as this moment settles, there is Zara and Amerigo and Aglin lying dead on the floor. What is Amerigo's response?
Like, is America gonna have to do this shit by himself now? Cause it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I don't want to do that shit.
Well, it reminds me I need to get my desktop audio so people can hear you. Okay. So, there is something hanging in the back corner that we haven't addressed yet. And I suppose it's time to flash to Aglin. Aglin, your vision went dark. And then you opened your eyes. And you find yourself in a vast gray waste. There is a mass of people, thousands of them. The sky is a swirling spiral of clouds, and these tall, sort of harpy-like things with these long beaks are standing around pushing people who are here into line. And they come and they say, "You too, dead soul," and push you into a line. What do you do?
Fight against stupid.
Ackland would not accept this.
Let's go real quick. Pray to God while walking in line. And by let's pray to God. Let's see if anyone responds. Let's pray to all the gods. Aglin
Every
knows.
single one of them.
This going from Abdar, then Asmodeus, then Iomedae, then every single god Aglin knows. Bro's gonna go wild. But he's gonna take like a 35-minute break between each pray.
Okay, so you're just like shuffling along in the line, saying prayers to each god. And a voice behind you in line goes, "You know, you're in a god's realm right now. And when you get to the end, you'll see Pharasma, and she'll tell you where your soul must go."
Honestly though, souls.
New god just dropped. Ackland's going to change.
Let's see. If I can't use my spells, wait? Wasn't like, can I still use my Throom Loyal Agent? Quickly get fast healing on my soul, because I think that was soulbound or something.
you realize, I mean,
That's the best.
yes, but it doesn't heal you because you have nothing to heal. You realize you don't have any of your finery. You are just a naked, genderless thing shuffling around in long gray robes, the same as every other thing in this line. And the voice behind you goes, but we're not supposed to do this here, and we can get in so much trouble, but if you're willing to barter in souls, maybe you don't have to die yet.
That sounds like a foolish behavior.
Listen, all you have to do is skip the line next time you die. Skip the line to come straight to me, and I can send you back.
Who are you?
He smiles and goes, well, I'm a subcontractor of a subcontractor. I represent Mephistopheles, Lord of the Sixth. Lord of Contracts.
Yo,
Commit
does Alan know who this guy is?
Make a knowledge religion check.
I have no clue right now. Bro is yapping.
Dad, DC 5 check. Because you're a through noble, that's only a DC 5 check, so you do know, actually. Mephistopheles is the head of, is an archdevil in charge of the contract devils. Basically, whenever someone summons a devil to supervise a contract and enforce it, they get one of Mephistopheles' underlings. So you can gather that what you're committing to here would be binding your soul to Mephistopheles to become a contract devil after your death.
Yo, can I pray to Asmodeus again?
You can pray. And as you
Can I
do,
ask him can I ask if I can accept his former deal to change religions?
you get no response. Other gods can't intervene here. This is Pharasma's domain.
It's a pain. Any other methods to cheat death?
You could make a run for it, but I wouldn't recommend. They feed your soul to crocodiles if they catch you. Then there's no afterlife at all.
How long's that run?
Eternal. They'll chase you till they catch you.
Sounds like a pain.
Yeah? And all you need to do is turn around and shake a poor sinner's hand.
And become a devil?
Become alive again. You're coming to hell
And become
either.
a devil.
You're coming to the hells either way. This is just
All the good with all the good I've done for this world.
Listen, do you want to stand in line and be an entry-level drone, or take my hand, live again, and then start in middle management?
How long does it take for you for this line to end?
It depends on the mood Pharasma's in. Sometimes I've watched people come through in hours. Sometimes I've watched them take 100 years.
Will I return to my own body?
You will.
Any notable side effects?
Do you want there to be?
Not really.
Then there don't have to be.
Are there any general side effects?
Just the standard contractual terms.
Which are? It's bad not to know the details of your contract.
Upon your death, you come directly to the Sixth Circle to serve directly in the Writers' Pool for 666 years before returning once more to the surface world as a contract acquisitions agent. This will occur upon your death or after a period of 100 years, 100 days, whichever should come sooner.
Think you can make that 100 years into 101? Or is that stuff unchangeable?
How about 101 years to the day?
What do you do as a contract devil?
You walk wherever you see fit and look for souls willing to sell their souls.
What do you do for those 666 days in the Sixth Circle? I mean, 666 years.
Paperwork. Clever sleight of hand saying days.
Just paperwork?
There's a lot of paperwork in hell.
I'm gonna shake his hand. I'll accept the deal.
Okay.
I'll shake his hand.
Aglin, you are lying fully healed on the floor of the manor. There's a horrible hole torn in the front of your favorite outfit. You're coated with blood. And Amerigo's just kind of, well, Amerigo, what are you doing? You sit there.
I feel like Amerigo. I don't know. Who took my weapons?
You shouldn't have had your weapons taken.
When I got arrested,
Oh.
I only got given back my pistol.
Oh, they got taken with webs. They got put into the storeroom with webs.
Oh,
People are hunting.
I don't know. Amerigo probably wouldn't have done anything. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay, are you like leaning against? Are you like swearing at the wall, pacing, sitting?
No, Amerigo's just trying to think of where his shit would be.
Okay.
Because who the fuck cares about that shit?
So you're like pacing back and forth, trying to make that decision. Okay.
Sure.
Aglin, that's the scene you get when you wake.
I'm gonna go. What a traitor.
Been a trainer, you were dead.
What a traitor. I'm talking about, not Phaedrith, follower,
Linton.
Linton.
First off, Bro's name started with
Finton. Anyways, so Finton, what a traitor. Could have gotten rights even if he had tried hard enough.
What's with you and rights? Also, you're dead.
Since when?
Since the gaping hole in your chest. Dumbass.
You're blind.
No, actually, you went blind.
Ain't dead.
Not anymore.
Never happened.
Since when did you stop being dead? Well, the hole's still there.
My shirt didn't pierce.
The blood.
I just cast healing right as I died.
Uh-huh. I don't believe you. Because you cast healing right when you died. You wouldn't have died.
How do you know I died?
You were dead.
Sorry, you have to agree with me here.
You stopped being dead like right now.
Sorry, you have to agree with me. I did not die. Right, Zara?
You did outsider right there.
My lord, Lord Nele, I regret to inform you, you've been dead for at least 10 minutes.
Oh. That line was a lot. That conversation was a lot longer than I thought it was.
See, so you haven't like been alive this whole time. You just mentioned the conversation.
Oh, but I was just talking with some friends, coworkers.
I don't believe you. At least with the friends part. I don't think you have those.
Guys, Aglin's chill right now. Let's go.
Call this man friendless.
Aglin's just gonna smile at Americo, and well, at least this doesn't detriment anything other than us having to pay Linton. Now that Linton's done this, we don't have a reason to pay him.
Yeah, sure.
One of your mercenaries comes in and says, Amerigo, sir, we've found some things.
Okay, some things. Is it my things?
Your things, your horse, and an elven woman.
Okay. Who asked about an elven woman? I bet. What? Who cares about an elven woman? Show me my horse and my stuff.
Who's the elven woman?
We have
Do
them
you
all
recognize them?
We have them all out front.
Okay. Go out front, though.
Was Aglin fully healed?
Yeah.
God.
Who the fuck cares about women?
Aglin's gonna.
So
Real men only care about their horse and their gun and their hungamonga.
Aglin's gonna go out a little bit later. I mean, he just died. He's in a little bit of a quivering in my boots situation. He's gonna need to think about what he just signed.
So
he was certainly not when he woke originally. The 10 minutes really hit him hard.
There's a lot of feedback coming through everyone's mics.
It's because I didn't mute when Rex was talking.
So Rex, your horse is out there, your guns, your hungamonga, and this woman.
That woman's ugly. Sorry.
And this woman is like, they've got her on the back of your horse, tied up and gagged, and she's wiggling.
Okay, get her off of my horse.
Your men do so. Get her down onto her knees in front of you.
Okay, cool. And then Amerigo ignores her and goes to check on his horse.
Webbs is a little malnourished, a little lacking exercise. They say they found your horse bound up in a closet.
Fucking assholes. If they weren't already probably dead, I'd kill them.
Yeah, apparently your horse was in a closet that was engraved with runes to keep it from teleporting away.
disgusting animal cruelty. I would kill them if they weren't already dead. And if they are still alive, I will kill them anyway.
But otherwise, Webs is fine. Yay, Webs.
Webs is fine, and then my shit probably is fine. I don't know.
What should we do with the elf?
I don't know. Why do we have the elf?
She was in luxury quarters.
Huh? You cut out.
She was in luxury quarters.
Uh-huh. Okay, and?
So she was a VIP in the hands of the Reclamation.
Uh-huh, and?
So she might have been a commander.
Uh-huh. Did she say she was a commander?
We gagged her immediately in case she was a wizard, sir.
Uh-huh. Is she a commander? Does anyone recognize her? Well, no, you were all in prison. Never mind.
She looks enraged.
What the hell are we supposed to do about this chick then? Really care? No, I could always just kill her, but that would be a tad bit rude. Girl, we just met, technically.
Aglin, you come outside and you have Amerigo being indecisive above a bound up elven woman.
Oh, look, it's an elf. I wonder how much. Wait, do elves have rights in this country?
Likely. Elves often have rights. They're often rich.
Do elves have rights in this country?
They are, if they are nobles, yes. If not, second-class citizens, but most elves in this country are like foreigners, often with diplomatic immunities.
I see.
So make a knowledge nobility check.
Isn't tying them up bad then?
Fucking
3. That's bad at rolling.
You would recognize that the thing she has on her head marks her as a diplomat from Eredin. Not Eredin, excuse me. A diplomat.
Ampora?
A diplomat from Andoran.
Eredin and Ampora? No.
Andoran.
From Andoran.
Andoran lady.
The Andoran, the Kingdom of Freedom.
So America.
Yeah. Basically, you have an American diplomat.
And
the worst type.
Andoran. As an Andoran person.
Yeah, she looks at you as you say Andoran.
Okay.
Are Andorans commonly wizards?
As with anyone else.
Okay, got it. We have guards here, right?
Yeah.
One of you keep her ungag her. The other one, if she tries to cast a spell, stab her in the arm.
Or put the gag back on.
And then put the gag back on.
I mean, if that's something weird, I can just shoot her.
As you shun gags, she says, "My name is Micheri Bedard. I have diplomatic immunity as a representative of Andorra.
Yeah.
I understand that. That's why I told them to ungag you.
I was sent to maintain an open line of dialogue with the Glorious Reclamation in case they should be successful in their revolution.
Well, they failed. So
This city's revolution failed.
No shit. They're incompetent. They're incompetent zealots.
I like this chick.
Obvious. Do you know their leader? All we had to do was bring up the fact that he accidentally killed up his best friend, and he basically gave us immunity, even though he knew we were from their opposing faction. To all crimes we committed.
Honestly, he started trusting me just because I threatened the girl to go out with him.
Oh, Oppian is far, far less of a zealot than their leader is. Their leader would have murdered you on sight the second you walked into town. She's insane.
If she had tried to murder us the second we walked into town, I'd say we probably would both be alive, but not in our current areas.
We'd both definitely be alive, but for very interesting reasons. Mr. literally just died a couple seconds ago.
I didn't die. I just got stabbed through the heart.
So close. It was
You
10
love
minutes.
a bad name. I'm sorry.
Stop.
So, yes, well, can you unbind me and let me go so that I can return to Andorra and leave my official recommendation of neutrality?
Well, first we just need to make sure. Are you a wizard or a warrior or whatever?
I'm a diplomat.
I am not in wars. It's not uncommon for people to dress up as diplomats. What if someone stole your face? This has happened multiple times.
Yeah, are you Linton?
Are you Linton? Are you Linton or any of his tribesmen?
Well, all his tribesmen are dead.
He could have been lying.
Listen, in my pocket, I have a silver raven figure. It is magic. It can be yours. As a show of good faith.
It's not the important thing. Okay, we'll just make this simple. When we unbind you, don't make any sudden movements. If you do, we just encountered people there are people in this area who can change faces and change appearances on command. I'm sure you've heard of them if you ever heard of the trials of Iomedae.
Yes, the faceless stalkers. She didn't kill them?
No, but
Phaedrith did.
She didn't kill them.
Phaedrith finished them off just now.
Aglin's failure to make a foolproof plan did.
Failure? It's just they were incompetent. They didn't lure Phaedrith out of the manor. That was the plan. Why did they fight him in the manor? I never said to fight them in the manor.
The plan was to fight them at the manor.
The plan was to fight Phaedrith, use Aglin to get Phaedrith to get his guard down, and then all of them jump him before he can cast magic. Not to endure a full-on force fight against a wizard in his home territory. I never mentioned that.
Oh, Iomedae, everyone in this war is incompetent.
Well, the Faceless Stalkers are mainly dead. There is one alive. They are quite strong, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that one also has my face.
Let's just do this very calmly and let's unbind the diplomat. It is not customary to bind a diplomat, soldiers.
They unbind her. She stands up, brushes herself off, rubs the marks out of her hands, seems very irritated. If you would rather set me up here at the government's expense, I am willing to stay as a hostage until the war is over, as alternative. If you will let me send a missive.
You can head back. It's not actually. I doubt you're Linton. It's more likely that one of the guards is Linton than you.
I mean, he does need to get someone. So it'd be more likely that I'm Linton than if Linton was you.
Right. So I'm free to go?
Free to go if you don't mention the fact that we bound you in rope and gagged you.
Of course.
I'm free to go if you ignore the idiots. America gestures towards the mercenaries.
Of course. She reaches into her pocket and takes out a small silver raven. As a gesture of goodwill from the government of Andoran to her Imperial Magistrix Abigail III. Abigail II.
The third? What happened what happened to the queen?
My apologies. I am not familiar with all of the nobles of Cheliax. I am new to the diplomatic corps.
Damn. Also, by the way, that comment was out of character.
I'm going to, in response, just be pretty chill, and give them my necklace. Just gonna give them my necklace. I don't have much written on it. I'm just gonna give them one of the pieces of jewelry I have on me, probably.
She takes it. She says, "Thank you. May your war come to a peaceful resolution."
Or not.
Don't worry. I'm sure all the unfaithful ones will die. I say with a smile.
Hopefully there's a minimum of those. Good day. She turns and
This
starts
will
walking away.
That is true. Under normal
She did
circumstances,
say
we
that
would
the
just kill
leader
everyone
of
here.
the rebellion was a little bit of it was crazy. Dog. She doesn't know who she's talking to.
Listen, we actually were relatively peaceful with this. If we wanted to be effective,
We were
and
relatively peaceful.
if we were trying to be as quick and effective, we could have just swarmed them and killed everyone in the village.
Well,
also, what happened with the soldiers we sent? Still wondering.
well,
I need to count dead people.
there are no dead on your side.
Did it only
Linton's
No.
Other than Linton's.
My plan worked.
Also, what the fuck car alarm jump scare?
I put Linton on the hardest mission for a reason.
I'm amazed it's not coming in my microphone too.
That's annoying. You should stop saying beep.
It is very annoying. Hey.
Also learn how to turn your car alarms off quicker.
Hey, whoever's stealing that car should cut the car alarm battery. Thanks.
Jesus. Oh,
Stop.
finally.
I got the car battery.
Yay.
Or if they turned off the car alarm.
They cut the alarm. Yay. Get better at stealing cars. Anywho. They come with reports and spoils. They report that when they put in the call, about 10% of the town rose up with them. And they had a very hard time. Like, they are injured. There are injuries. I rolled all this up out on my own time. There are injuries, but no fatalities. 3 people are seriously injured and won't be available for use for a while.
Do they have, like, I'm just wondering this, so these people, right, do we have any other clerics on our side than me?
At present, no.
Aglin's going to be having some difficulty. He's going to be doing all diplomatic
Well, they could also
stuff,
just heal the normal way.
and I have to heal people.
Or they could just heal normally. Yeah, they could just heal normally.
Or I could just cast a spell on them.
One of the townsfolk is like, yeah, we're hoping to hear back from Linton soon so he can start preparing the salves.
Ooh, Linton. Oh, Linton. You mean the faceless stalker?
As you say that, the people go, what?
Oh, he's the leader of the faceless stalkers that survived Iomede's wrath. Played a great part in this war. It's a shame he tried killing us.
Something about being angry that he, because of his own lapse of judgment, all of the other faceless stalkers died.
And one of the citizens goes, you mean to tell us that you concocted a plan where you use the faceless stalkers to help win a victory that cost the faceless stalkers their lives?
Yeah.
3 cheers for House Thrune.
And Iomedeans love us. Imagine Linton comes back as like one of the strongest people.
Yeah.
I think Linton's gonna come back really strong. He's gonna have his revenge arc in like chapter 5.
Well, we'll see.
He's gonna come back really strong, but America's gonna be stronger, so he just shoots him dead.
Don't tell them what actually is gonna happen. We need Linton's revenge arc.
And by that you mean Linton's revenge sentence?
Okay, though, honestly, what are we doing? I don't really... I don't really think this far. Last time the government did everything after...
Yeah, last time the government did everything.
I get Aglin's part of the government, but I'm not. I've never been trained in this these shenanigans.
Rook cannot swear. It's against his programming.
They're going to be delivering you some confiscated materials from Phaedron's place.
I guess, nothing.
There are 20 pounds of forbidden magical knowledge books that they bring to you from Phaedrus. Another 40 pounds of books documenting demon summoning. Phaedrus spellbook. And that's the treasures that they recover from Phaedrus' place.
I'm taking his spellbook. If we can off-camera it, I'd love to read everything there, but...
Sure.
I have a feeling he has a lot of good spells. And that 40 pounds, 20 pounds, 60 pounds.
There are 60 pounds of books plus his spellbook. The
Yeah,
books
if I can read all
detail
of that.
the books detail arcane knowledge, demon summoning, devil binding, devil contracts.
I'll need to read up on that devil stuff.
Yes. Among other things, what this is going to mean for you is you will realize one of these books is actually of direct practical use if you summon devils. Like most of these books are good information, good knowledge, but but you can just sell them without too much problem. One of these books you're going to want to hold on to.
I thought these were property of the House Naparle's manor.
These are currently confiscated spoils of war. They belong to you as the liberating army, unless you decide to turn them back over.
So I'll read them all, and then I'll give them back to the House Naparle's, unless they're like really, 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 useful.
The two books that are very useful are Phaedrith's Spellbook and a book of extended summoning. Evil.
Why evil? Anyways, I'll take those two.
Okay. So this book is a normal book of extended summoning. You can use it once. When you use it, it can be used on any summoning spell of 6th level or lower, and it will apply the extend spell feat to it for free. You have to use it to summon an evil outsider. So, something of use later.
How about Phaedrith's Spellbook?
Oh goodness, do you want to look through everything now that Phaedrith has in his spellbook?
I'm gonna assume it's pretty long. You can like send a text document. I don't think people want to hear that.
I will absolutely send his spellbook.
Well, that's probably all. Have we gotten any other notable spoils of war?
Let's see. Spoils of war for you from the fastness. In the sections of the fastness that you weren't that you didn't, well, actually kind of rush through the fastness. So your people going through the fastness will bring you they will bring you a safe that is locked. They will bring you a collection of silver longswords that have been intentionally dulled for ceremonial use. There are 4 normal size, 2 small size longswords.
Got it.
They
So
will
far-
bring you a footlocker that is closed but not locked, but is marked with an arcane sigil that they're concerned about, so they don't want to open it without you there.
Just cut the sigil. If you're so worried about it, just cut the sigil. Most sigils don't work after they're marked off.
And that's what they bring you. So, do you tell them to cut the sigil?
Yeah, but do take a couple steps back right afterwards.
Okay. They cut the sigil, and they open the footlocker. Inside of it are a set of vestments for a cleric of Iomedae, and a platinum ring that is decorated with images of smiling angels.
It's actually like really freaky.
We'll keep that. We're keeping that. That could be useful. Very useful.
If you detect, do you detect magic?
Sure.
The ring is magic.
Can I further detect onto the ring?
You can make a spellcraft check.
Focus my detect magic on the ring.
Okay.
That's what it is.
The ring is a enchantment ring, an enchantment abjuration,
What's abjuration do?
protection magic.
Okay. What soldier contributed the most?
Okay. It looks like this ring is a ring of mind shielding.
I don't really care. We can just lay off all the spoils for later. Sell most of it. We don't really need most of this stuff.
A ring of mind shielding protects you from having your mind read and like mental attacks.
Completely protects?
Not completely, but it gives you bonuses.
Thank God no one was wearing that shit when I was reading their minds.
Yeah, I might actually. It's like I don't know. I think I'm gonna give the. I'll take it. I guess. But
Okay, the wearer is continually and completely immune to detect thoughts, discern lies, and any attempt to magically discern her alignment.
oh, I'm taking that.
Okay, are you putting it on?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So Aglin doesn't know this yet, but you, the player, should know. Aglin can no longer lie.
For everyone's on.
Has Aglin attempted to take it off yet?
Sure.
It doesn't come off.
Cut off my hand.
I was like, fuck, I can't lie.
Aglin is not aware that Aglin cannot lie.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off. Freaking cutting it off.
Yeah, so Aglin's like, ooh, puts it on. It doesn't come off. Wait.
Cuts it off. I'm cutting it off.
How?
You know, you could
Are you
always just
actually-
use your.
Are you actually
Literally.
cutting
You
your
could always
finger
just
off?
use your.
Yeah.
Dude, you could always just use your right to remain silent.
Okay.
Aglin not being able to lie ruins this.
Okay, so Aglin puts that on.
Like, cut your finger off so that No, never mind. We're not if he's.
Okay,
I'm
I
gonna
want
cut
to-
my finger off, and then just like block off the blood bleeding,
Okay,
and then heal it with a cleric spell.
you can do that.
Listen, we're really
Without-
unhappy about this.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Okay. You only. Which hand did you put it on?
Left.
Okay, you only have your right hand's ring slot until you get a regeneration spell.
Okay.
And you now are missing your ring finger on your left hand. From Amerigo's point of view, Aglin put the ring on, fiddled with it a little, and then immediately cut his own finger off.
They go to the soldiers and go, don't have anyone put that ring on. We'll need to actually see what it does. Aglin is a little bit cautious right now. He's died once.
Yeah. I understand.
Skipping the line means he can't come back to life again. I think.
I appreciate that your response to cursed object is cut finger off.
That's the general response.
Yeah,
if you can reattach your finger later or recreate your finger, then it's chill. But
just get if you can just get a prosthetic.
Also, how bad is lying thing?
I would let you make another spellcraft check if you like, now that you know it's cursed.
Roll a 10, roll a 10.
Okay.
Let's go, I rolled a 10!
You recognize, you're not quite sure what it does, but you recognize on second awareness, on second look, that is a cursed ring that has been enchanted to look like a ring of mind shielding.
I'm gonna Aglin is probably just gonna Aglin's gonna go here. That's a ring of mind shielding, and it seems like it's cursed, so it attaches to people's fingers permanently. Do I get flagged by a lie or anything? Does the lie thing still happen?
Oh no, you can still you can lie now that you've cut your finger off.
Okay. I was worried that would be permanent. Some magical items, you know.
Okay.
So Aglin has no clue what it does. Then
it is still very much an enchantment. The enchantment magic is real.
I'm gonna just put it back in the locker.
Okay.
And Aglin is going to go to a soldier and tell them not to have anyone wear the ring until further notice. Examination of it.
Okay.
And then next thing I'll ask for
the guards watching this guy, seeing the same thing Amerigo saw, being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, basically, they're watching the same thing you are of this guy, of Aglin putting this on, cutting his head ring off, looking, going, it's cursed. No one put it on.
Then I'm gonna go to the guards. Who are the most notable guards in the rebellion?
Let's say
notable people.
That the most
one I drew a picture on.
Yes, he is the most notable one.
Because he's the only one with a face. He's also the one with the longest name.
Who's the most injured guard?
Where's the picture of the guy? Never actually posted it into there.
I need to know who's the most injured. I need to know who's the best civilian fighter.
I don't remember their names. I got rid of them.
Listen.
These are going to be permanent guys. Come on.
Listen, these are parts of our team.
These are parts of our team. They're going to stay.
Well, over the school year, Honest is going to write stories for them.
Well, you can name them then.
How many?
You already named them.
Already had names. They already had names. Go back to the cave and drag their tokens back.
I deleted the cave to save space because I only have so much.
Go back through the book and search up all their names.
No, Mom made up the names.
Yeah, the names are gone. I can
go to the prison.
The prison's gone.
Yeah, look to the VOD.
We're going to the Twitch VOD. We're going to the VOD.
I can look up the VOD later.
What video was it? On the cave? I'll just find a picture.
Okay.
You can keep talking. I'll find it while.
Because there's one more issue left to be resolved.
Or what is it?
Currently, you have in the course of this executed or granted explicit immunity to, or had chased away out of town and now wanted for the attempted assassination of a noble, all of the members of the government. Except
Jonna.
Hello, Jonna. Is Jonna
Oh,
still here?
Jonna.
Is Jonna here right now?
the next thing that well, so you have the swords and you have the locked safe and you have Jana, and those are the things on your to-do list as interim nobles. Which do you want to address first? Safe, swords, or Jana?
Jonna.
Jonna.
And we're gonna have Amerigo approach first, because
Yeah. You have a very shocked and kind of stressed and frazzled looking Jana getting dragged towards the manor. And as she's getting dragged forward, she says, "No, you have to believe me. I was only doing what I could to represent the citizenry. I don't actually care about anything like that." And she looks and she says, "Amerigo, you have to tell them I'm not a traitor."
Uh-huh. Well, are you a traitor?
Uh,
I'm gonna look into Jonna's mind real quick.
so you see in Jana's mind, oh no. Oh no, oh no. The town was finally starting to do well. There was light and hope in people's eyes and minds again. And now Thrune is back. And also there's a little bit of worry as she's just like, why is Amerigo here? Is Amerigo also in trouble? Wait.
She arrested me. She was there when I got arrested.
Yeah. And she's just like, oh.
She saw the mark of House Throne.
Yeah, and she remembers that. She goes, oh. And she's just like, you did this. I enabled this. She's feeling guilt, she's feeling fear, she's feeling sorrow. She's a mess.
Nice thought you got there.
Thoughts?
Thoughts?
You can see kind of all of the mercenaries kind of nervously stand up a little and straighten as, oh, our boss can read minds.
I don't care about anything you guys think. You're literally worthless to me. Nice thoughts you have there. Real. Not real.
I'm sorry?
Well, a little bit of, I mean, you seem really unhappy that House Throne is back. That Throne is back.
I mean, that's, it's about prosperity and people feeling hope. I'm just worried.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how it must feel horrible knowing that you happily chose to make friends with people who were working against you.
Oh,
No, we weren't working against you. We were working against Oppian and all those blows.
oh gosh, oh goodness, Oppian. Oh, he must feel horrible about this.
Well, he can't feel any more. Dead people don't tend to do that.
Actually, dead people enter a...
Shut up. We know you came back to life. It doesn't matter. Anyway. Though he did feel horrible. From what it seems.
What's going to
A bit of
happen
a
to the
wuss.
town?
Oh, I wouldn't know that.
Are you bringing her? Are you bringing House Narcopolis back?
No, you want to ask me? You wouldn't want to ask me that. I'm not. Oh, I'm not. Oh, Biggie on the whole yada yada Aglin stuff that he likes.
When we met, you said you were a murderer.
Well, yeah, I am. Good. Congrats. Excellent observation.
I thought you just meant like a soldier.
Well, a mercenary, yeah. So yes, like a soldier, but not a very, but not like. Ooh, sweet summer child. Oh,
What's going to happen to me?
depends. How bad do you feel?
She just looks at you. I'm sorry. She feels horrible. She's realizing that most of her friends are dead, and those who aren't are probably going to be tortured to death, and she's probably too.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
the only one of her friends who wasn't is the one that turns out wasn't a friend at all.
I mean, why am I saying that? You probably feel awful, don't you? I never did go to your little place and show off my guns. Shame.
You didn't, no.
No.
Well, I suppose while we wait for House Narcopolis, there's always time. She has a little tear that runs down her cheek.
Jana. Out of character thinking. Listen, guys. Chat. I don't think we should leave this chick alive. Love Jana. I'm just saying. No. We gotta do our work thoroughly, guys.
Please. It was to overthrow the government, not to purge it. Reinstate the government.
I mean, but I don't think she'd. What if she's like Oppian? And like pathetic. Well, she is.
I mean, kind of anyone would be pathetic in the situation she's in.
I'm just saying. Alright, Aglin's time to talk to it.
Well, Aglin, what do you do?
Hello there. What is her shop again?
It is number 11. I actually have to look in my book and in my notes for the name of this thing. How
Painful.
The sweetest drop.
Owner of the Swedish drop.
Swedish fish.
Swedish drop. Is that a tavern or an inn? What is that like?
It's a tavern.
I enjoyed the food you served.
That's good. Aglin, sir.
I would say the only times that I really spoke to you outside of those meetings was there.
Did you even go to there?
I went there once for food. That was even in this thing. Like I went there once, got food, and left.
Yes, she says.
Yeah.
I don't recall you saying much.
I didn't.
Lord, I'm sorry, Aglin, I don't know your name, but I gather that you're nobility?
Is she on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kneel down to their level, eyes eye to eye. What punishment do you think you deserve?
Don't even tell her your name. Just so what do you think you deserve?
Her thoughts, Amerigo, her thought is, oh goodness, I'm doomed to an excruciation. As she says, a sizable fine and increase in taxes?
That's not the most reasonable. You did lead for the civilian opinion, so that might not need necessarily be punished by death.
We could always just ask the civilians what to do with it.
I'd say the most like proper punishment for you would be death. But I don't think in any of those meetings did you necessarily aggressively go against the House Throne's ideals. One could say you were forced. So that could actually be a truthful thing. We'll just need to maybe on the side torture you to make sure you don't have any knowledge that you haven't revealed. Well, I'd say that takes at most a week. I mean, having a finger isn't even that cut off isn't even that painful. I show her my hand.
Her eyes widen. She says, oh goodness, did Oppian do that to you?
No, he did that right now.
Oppian burned out my eyes and smited me. I got burned. Oppian almost burned me alive before Mario shot him dead.
Fairly easy to kill.
She goes,
honestly,
that's horrific. And her thoughts and her words match there.
It was the third time in that tower. Nearly everyone does that in the fastness. But I will say, Oppian's was the only one that succeeded in actually burning something off me. I couldn't see for a day.
He was surprisingly easy to beat for being the big bad. Or the big good in this case.
He had quite the firepower. But I must say, he wasn't that durable. It only took one shot from Amerigo's gun.
He was not very durable, and he did also just really feel bad for him. Feel bad.
Though Oppian most definitely was capable of winning that fight. Phaedrus was able to slay off almost all of the Faceless.
Well, that was his traps.
By himself in his domain. Oppian most certainly could have done that too. If we had ever fought a group of people, instead of just fighting 1 versus 3, every single one of our fights was 1 angel or 1 paladin.
We're just gonna tell Jana everything, really. We're just bragging in front of her at this point.
You know, this entire thing could have been a success for your faction if they just had proper planning. But Oppian was just too kind. That's really where his downfall was.
Hey, Amerigo. You catch briefly before she catches her mind and squishes the thought down. Oh, we need better planning next time.
Next time?
Like, you would recognize this as like an intrusive thought. Amerigo would know enough about thoughts to do that. But Amerigo, she still thought it.
We can still be cruel. Listen. Next time.
Next time what? I didn't say anything about.
We need better planning next time. What an interesting thought.
See, I doubt the civilians would like it much if we killed you. Do you think they would, Jonna?
No, but the real question would be if do you still want to be alive after this
I
event?
love life, and I love my community, and I love serving them beer and potatoes, and please don't kill me. What?
Now,
I can't beg without your family names. Lord Aglin, Lord Amerigo.
Well, you know that you already know that I'm a Hellspawn. Not Hellspawn. Wretched Spawn. Well, technically, yeah, Hellspawn, but we don't talk about that.
But you don't have a noble name?
does Aglin know
I don't
Amerigo's noble
remember it.
name? Does Aglin know?
Yeah, you were told it.
I'll just say it.
Scarmigliole.
Skirmigilole or what? It's a false house. It's a granted title. It's similar to being a knight, you could say, for Amerigo.
Actually,
born of
Aglin would know that it's not quite the same as being a knight. It is the creation of a new house. That's an inherited name.
Oh, for real?
Amerigo's children will have that name.
What the fuck? Well, thank God America's not going to have it.
Amerigo, with the honor for what he's
Amerigo does not
done, has obtained a house. And his children and his family shall also obtain the house, even if he has none.
Yeah, children, family,
Although he has no family.
Okay, we don't need to say it like that.
I mean, how could you tell those wretched spawn apart?
The backwards hands, the ears, the markings, the tail, you know.
When did wretched spawn have hands, markings, ears?
No, I mean me specifically. Not all wretched spawn look like me.
You can't tell him apart from other wretched spawn. Is what I'm trying to say is you can't tell your family apart from other wretched spawn if they're still alive.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the whole...
She's
Anyways.
having intrusive thoughts.
Jonna, your punishment, we'll keep it simple. You'll be questioned. You'll be put under house arrest, you could say. We won't necessarily completely arrest you. We'll have 1 or 2 guards. We'll just have 1 or 2 guards to make sure you don't try to run away from the village. Maybe you'll represent the civilians until unless the House Narcopolis says otherwise when they come back. But until then,
Unless they are dead.
You'll represent the civilians for the government still.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your mercy, Lord Scarameogle. Lord
Aglin's gonna smile at her and just not say my name. I've said it to her before.
He's like, oh, you have to remember it.
You have to remember it. It's been mentioned multiple times in those meetings.
She has no clue.
Well, you'll still need to pay your fine after all. What your punishment was, we'll say like let's say you'll have a tax rate increase of just a mere 20% of what it is currently. And that will be permanent until for the next 10 years, you'll have an additional 20% tax on all of your produce and goods.
You better
I
be
hope
writing
you
this
have.
shit down because a verbal agreement isn't very helpful.
And for your fine, let's see, how much money do you have currently?
Give us all your money.
Most of my money is tied up in the business. I have
How much?
500 gold liquid that is meant for the purchase of supplies, food, and drink.
Okay, we'll just keep this simple. Your debt, your fine will just be a mere 2,000 gold.
Of course. I'll work to pay it off forthwith.
Of course. And your tax rate, well, let's just say, will only be 10 years. You'll outlive it. I'd say within 10 years, you'll have your former life back.
Thank you.
Rather light punishment for what you did.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Lord Palmerix.
Lord what?
Thank you very much for your mercy, Lord Palmerix.
That is not my name. Now here I'm gonna actually correct them. My name is Nele.
Oh, Lord Nele, forgive me my.
Who the fuck is Paul Merrick?
Well, I guess we should give some thanks to Oppian. What's the current civilian opinion? I'm just gonna say that to one of the soldiers. Ask them that.
One faction is joyous at House Thrune's return, and the others are traitors.
Of course, that's exactly how you expect. Which one's got more people?
He kind of goes, about 2 out of every 10 rose with us, sir.
Well then, I think we should make a speech. Try to get that number to at least 3. I'm sure with Jonna supporting our cause.
Of course.
And us being lenient with Jonna's punishment, the civilians can understand that we're not horrendous.
Jonna says, "Of course, Lord Nele. I'll pass the word and set up for a proper speech tomorrow in the courtyard of the fastness."
Oh, and let's just be a little bit safe here. No, what's the, Jonna, you were part of the government. You should know this. How were weapons produced? And, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna point to 2 of the soldiers. Get Jonna to tell everything she knows about the government. Don't injure her, though.
Of course. This way. And she says, "Of course. Thank you again, Lord Nele, Lord Scaramaglio." She goes, "God damn it, I can't even, I won't be able to remember his name."
Hey, Amerigo, I think that was a good punishment.
Sure.
You know what she was thinking? Was that what the punishment she thought of?
I mean, she thought that we were gonna torture her.
Oh, let's add that to the punishment. We'll wait a little on that.
Aglin's gonna be very cringe. Oh gosh. Well, we have a safe and a bunch of silver swords.
So once again, who are the notable soldiers?
The silver swords count as if they're broken, but they can be repaired.
Okay, cool. Get someone in town to repair them and give it to the notable soldiers.
Alrighty, the notable soldiers get their 6 silver Iomedean swords.
And then, aside for that, each notable soldiers, the most wounded soldier will be given a honor thing. If that isn't the freaking long named guy, who's that guy? Abraham Agulo or whatever.
Abra fuck your mom.
Abracocaloba or whatever. That man, how wounded was he? I'm gonna check on
Unwounded.
his specific.
He was unwounded,
Wow.
shining exemplar of just the best a Hell Knight can be.
Can America punch him so he is wounded?
Absolutely. And as a proper Hell Knight, he will take the punch, kneel, and say, "Thank you for the honor, sir."
Agon's gonna go up to him and say, "Didn't I say the responsibility of that hammer was to take and lead the charge?" I'd say, even if you're quite skilled, it's very unlikely to be completely uninjured in such an event.
He looks up with a cocky grin. "I am the best there is."
Can America kick him in the gut?
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Shut the fuck. Thank you, sir. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
No.
Anyways, your honor will be to. I mean, it has been well known. All the knights do say that you were quite the fighter. So your honor will be to keep the hammer. Everyone else, you won't be given a sword of Iomade. It's not even that great of a reward.
Oh, also there's Oppian's armor.
And let's see, Zara was wounded quite drastically while fighting. Does that make you a better soldier than Zara?
I do not think I could have stood against Oppian Nevelander and come out unscathed. No.
Yes. How old are you?
22, my lord.
How old is Zara?
24.
You see, I think Zara has more than 2 years of skill on you.
It might sound crazy what I'm about to say.
I think you should train harder.
So I will, my lord.
I honestly want to keep you around. You seem to actually be decently skilled.
Yeah, this guy does seem very helpful, and it is fun to punch someone around, even if he's a little bit of a freaking weirdo about it.
Anyways,
they do call themselves the Knights of the Wretched at this point.
Yes, I know.
I say, Amerigo, we bring these guys with us for our next step.
No, clearly they're really helpful pawns.
Yes, you guys will join us. Your current mission: guard the town, and Linton, high threat, is stronger than Zara and Oppian. If you give him enough time and preparation, he's even stronger than Phaedra. He's as strong as Phaedra.
Still fucking can't get over the fact that he got fucking punched and kicked and was like, "Thank you, sir."
So, current orders: Every single person in this entire town, including you, could be Linton. Understand that. Every single guard should be high alert on it for him. Every single townsperson should be high alert. They're Iomedeans. Just tell them that Linton was a faceless, and they'll hate him. Simple as that, because they're so righteous.
He stands and says, "Sir, yes, sir." Immediately turns to the other soldiers. "Buddy system, pairs at all time. No one goes to the restroom without someone else holding their hand. I don't want anyone getting replaced by a faceless stalker."
We'll only encourage that. We'll encourage that in the next in our.
Remember. If one of if your partner needs to piss, hold it for them.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, this is crazy, guys.
Listen, that's what it sounded. That's what I thought he was gonna say. I didn't think he was. He's like, hold it there. I'm like,
Hold it for them.
Whoa. Go down.
That is actually what I was gonna say, though. So I'm glad you did it. This guy's got common sense. How many of these guys are there?
You guys they gotta sleep in the same bed. They gotta go to the bathroom each other. They gotta bathe each other.
There's 13 of them.
Okay, so there's one group of 3.
Zara is going to come out and say, "I'm going to have Sir, yes, sir, may I have another? Stay here with me to guard you personally."
Yes, sir, may I have another?
Okay. Now, I think we should take some. I'm sure this is what you're already doing, but the wounded, I'm assuming, aren't here right now, right?
Correct.
Inform the wounded. Groups of 2. Change shifts on watching the wounded. Our knights are the only people. I care about us and our soldiers more than any person in this town. If the townsfolk it's inevitable that a faceless stalker could take a townsperson's face. But at night, you guys can avoid it.
Okay.
Assuming Linton didn't lie and it's just Linton, the buddy system will work fine.
Alrighty. And all that remains then is the safe.
What's the safe got?
The safe is locked.
Break it open.
Who are you having break open the safe?
Zara.
Zara cannot succeed at breaking open this safe.
Arbor.
It is locked with a good quality lock.
Good quality?
Mm-hmm.
We'll open it tomorrow when I prep my spells.
Alright. Woo, night falls. Next morning comes without event, unless there's anything either of you want to do.
I want to kill thank you, sir, may I have another, but that's just a personal thing. He is helpful, so we're not doing that.
See, Amerigo does not like him, from what I can tell.
Well, I don't like him. I use the player one to kill him. Amerigo doesn't like him, but he couldn't care less if he dies or survives.
I rolled 20 froze.
Oh, well, sucks to be
I'm clicking. Trying to click some spells, just in case we get attacked.
You're not going to get attacked. We just have the safe and then the speech, and that's the end of the thing. Linton will be a hanging sword of Damocles through the next season.
All for the next season. Remember, don't piss alone.
Okay, well,
Make sure you have your bestie hold it for you.
Nah.
we're gonna need a new ally. I don't want to be buddied up with Amerigo of all people.
I don't think Amerigo and Aglin are actually going to follow this. I think
people realize.
It's just gonna be the Knights.
I don't think people realize this, but Amerigo and Aglin do not like each other.
I think your inner circle are starting to figure it out.
What's an out mean?
Huh?
What's an
What's
out,
an out
mean?
Your inner circle is starting to figure it out.
Oh, figure it out.
So, next day.
Thank God that fucking freak is.
Magically open lock. I have 3 attempts prepped.
Okay. Give me your caster level check.
What is that? Just oh yeah, it's that. Stop selling. Roll 20.
I know the new update is a little laggy.
There you go. That's 3. First 3. Hey, those aren't bad rolls. If I failed 3 times, I can just pray for some more.
And they go up by plus 10. So that last one will work. As it will click open. So you have to pray, because you rolled 4 times, you'll have to pray once more and get the 4th. And then the safe clicks open. It is very well locked. Within, there are documents and account notices describing the payment of the last several months' worth of church tithes and docking fees. And the last couple weeks' worth of actual tithes and docking fees.
Payment,
everything before that is marked with having been sent, with Phaedrus having sent it by magic to the headquarters. So you can see in there 2 finely cut diamonds that are sized for earrings, 4 uncut vermilion gems, a crudely carved wooden figurine of Iomedae, 27 platinum, 283 gold, and 1,500 silver.
Aglin's just gonna. No one else is here, right?
Aglin's
snatching everything. Before Amerigo can see, Aglin's snatching all the gems.
Amerigo couldn't care less.
All the platinum, all the money, leaving the statue and the papers. How much money was that? What was that? Could you just send that in text? I want to add. Those are all good items.
You have 2 diamonds, 4 vermilion gems, and then just the money. You left the statue.
How many vermilion gems?
4 uncut vermilion hued gems.
Okay.
2 finely cut diamonds. The 4 uncut goes with a few vermilion hued gems.
Okay. How much money?
I posted the money.
Oh wait, shoot. 27 PPs. Let's go. 27 PP. That's a great amount. If I got 27 PP, I'd be proud. IRL.
Okay, what is the actual price of platinum?
1383, 83, 71.
So platinum right now is $925 per ounce.
That's a lot of peepees.
Oh, 01, 901.
So a platinum coin is 1.5 ounces. That's $37,500 of platinum in today's money.
Nothing. Hero is expecting them to be rich. Government, that little money for a small town government, pathetic.
For taxes gathered in a couple of weeks.
Pathetic. Anyways, this is magically transported. This is obviously going to be proof to the Iomedaeans that the city got captured. So we should send notice back to the King House of Throne that the Iomedaeans know.
Okay. Out of curiosity, the gold, 283 gold pieces at 33 grams per gold piece, and the price is $78. That's $728,000 worth of gold in today's money.
That's a lot of money. Well, okay, I'll be honest, this is a lot of money for me, but for Aglin, sure, he's just made 4 times what he's made in his entire life in 1 second, but like, let's be real here. Aglin has a lot of expensive stuff. Well, Aglin, what's next on our to-do list?
Speech.
Cool. I think Rex is in the bathroom, so.
You're about to do a speech
Well,
Nuh-uh.
don't you know he has to make sure you don't become Linton.
Yeah, exactly. I got a buddy with you. What do you mean, hell no?
Hell no, I'm not giving a speech.
Amerigo is Linton. Oh no.
Amerigo being Linton is exactly what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, but it's going to take more than just a day for Linton to get word that his assassination failed.
What do you mean? We're going to make it so well known that his assassination failed.
Yeah,
Bro's going to be like, what the hell? Straight through the heart.
It's still going to take
Straight
more
through
than
the
a
heart
day.
and he's still alive?
Yeah.
He's going to think it's fake. Fake news. Straight through the heart and still alive? How do you survive that?
Well,
Linton's about to need to get rid of his common sense.
I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have a whole year to think about what Linton does and how Linton will become a problem.
Oh, well, here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna cull away all of his race's rights, his entire race.
He's a monster.
Yeah. But he is so used to having rights that when I said to take it to a court of law, he stabbed me in the. When I told him he didn't have rights and he had to take this to a court of higher authority, he freaking gutted me.
Wop. Here now.
Let's go to do the speech.
Okay.
Buddy. 6 feet apart, though.
6 feet apart because we're not gay.
Correct.
Except for everyone who is.
Correct. Amerigo and Aglin are not gay, actually.
If Aglin was gay, Phaedrith might still be alive. Big speech time, guys.
Yeah. You've got the whole town gathered. Your various Hell Knights. You've got some like civilians who are kind of walking around wearing sashes of House Thrune, kind of being thugs and bullies on your behalf.
Okay.
And they have erected a little wooden stand for you. Do you take your wings out for the speech?
I don't need to. I'm gonna use this one. What's on my cleric level 7 divided by? That's a +3. Yo, why have I been using the +2 when I have a +3 5 times per day? Anyways, what's this? So, is a domain spell different than an enchantment? Like, do the bonuses affect differently?
Domain spells are just spells you get from your domains. You get your normal cleric spells plus 1 from one of your domains for each level.
Okay.
So if the bonus is the same type of bonus, then it does not stack.
It's a diplomacy and all that bonus.
What is this?
Silver-tongued haggler and
Oh, that's not a
adoration.
spell. That's just a domain power.
Yeah, that's a domain power.
And they're untyped bonuses.
Okay. So what do those mean?
It means that they stack with everything.
But do they not stack with other domain powers?
They stack with everything.
So I can stack both of my domain powers and my spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm wrong, we'll correct it later. It's fine for now, though.
7 minutes. 3 rounds. How long is 3 rounds?
Like 30 seconds.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that these go out like can these go out like middle of, as my speech is going on?
Yeah. Don't worry, just give your speech, it's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna, start this off with hello all citizens of whatever the city's name is.
Cantaria?
Cantaria. As I'm sure you've all realized, the Iomedean rebels have fallen as of yesterday. I know that many of your beliefs still fall in line with the Iomedeans. But of course, many good things have happened from this rebellion. First and foremost, the near annihilation of the Faceless. As of our current information, we were able to purge during this rebellion all the Faceless aside for one, a very well-known person in this town, Linton. I'm gonna put, Jana, the only surviving leader of your rebellion, has been freed of the death sentence, as we believe it is too cruel and far too diminishing for a person who did barely anything for the rebellion. Jonna spoke for the citizens and their rights. Unlike Oppian, the man who murdered his best friend, a civilian, Phaedrith, the man who was practicing demonic arts in the House Naparli's manor, and we have eyewitnesses that he summoned a devil during our rebellion. Or, frick. Do we have any other dirt?
I'm sure you're using a more appropriate term than rebellion for the rightful government taking power again.
Oh wait, not rebellion. What would be the term?
Counterinsurgency?
Counterinsurgency. Phaedrith is well known in the town. Many of your town's leaders incurred demonic, unfaithful, and other such things. A faceless stalker was among your core leaders. A man who, while not the worst, murdered his best friend cold-heartedly in his support of his faith, and a man who outright diminished his faith and practiced demonic summoning, even though he believed in the House of Iomedae. Not house. Religion of Iomedae. Frick. I don't really have anything prepped for this. Jeez. Frick.
I'm just pulling this all out of his ass.
What's your final call to action?
All members of the civilians, remember, the faceless Linton may still be among us. His people may still be among us.
Among us.
Do remember, anyone in this town could be a faceless. Do not be trusting. They are cold-hearted. They will betray your cause in an instant. And although I'm sure you may not like the House Narcopolis, they have never killed. Have they ever outright gone against their faith? Have they ever? What have House Narcopolis done? How oppressive were they?
Pretty oppressive.
What were the bad things they did?
They liked to punish people with excruciations, where they would put them suspend them in spiked cages with spikes pointing inward on all sides, including the bottom, and force them to kind of stand for multiple days. And if they leaned, they would pierce themselves. If they tried to sit, they'd pierce themselves. If they fell asleep, they'd pierce themselves, etc.
Ooh, jeez, they're actually kind of bad.
Damn.
Even if the House Narcopolis never outright killed a person instantly. The House Narcopolis never. Did you know that I was imprisoned with no notice, with no confrontation, no trial, and in a rebellion that states justice and freedom and everything else they state, I was given no trial, no notice. I was just taken while I was asleep. I was chained and brought to the prison. Well, I mean, I wasn't asleep for the entirety of it, but I'm not going to say that. Amerigo, what was your punishment given by the...
They found out of my race, which I never hid or anything. And Oppian simply decided, based on my race, that that I should have been imprisoned.
Is that true, Jana?
Jana comes standing up to the stage and says, "It is with great sorrow I have to say that it's true. We see here in Amerigo the worst of the glorious reclamation and the best of House Thrune. Someone born to lowly station, discriminated against by the rebellion, and raised to a position of honor by her holy magistrates. She turns and kneels, and I reaffirm now my loyalty to the House of Thrune."
I'm gonna whisper to Amerigo. Yo, check what her actual thoughts are.
Yeah, sure. I'll check what her actual thoughts are real quick.
Her actual thoughts are, it's better to live a slave than die.
Yeah, fair. I don't care.
Now, to prevent further rebellion, I think it's quite likely that we have one thing that we must do, and I'm sure the Imperial magistrates would approve, giving the civilians at least one person to express their worries to their house. The house can obviously choose to ignore these pleas, but remember, if this ever happens, you can always just contact her Imperial magistrates. It only takes around 6 months for your rights for the duties of the house to be reevaluated and see if they are truly unjust in the eyes of the law. There have always been options other than rebellion. The fact is that you have never taken them. From here on forth, we will instate Jana as the voice of the civilians to report and tell their distrust to the House of Narcopolis. From here on out, I hope that the rebellion understands that while both sides may have been in the wrong, at the current moment, they should choose the side that is better.
Yay! That was a horrible speech. Roll a diplomacy check to see how well Aglin actually did.
Yo. Inspiring word, I can use that 6 times per day. That's a +2. 5 times per day for 1 round, 6 times per day for
Okay.
3 rounds. That's a +5 if you count both of them. I'm not sure.
Sure.
Adoration, I would love to prepare to do this prior. This is 7 minutes. This is a +2 on diplomacy checks.
Okay.
So that's a +7.
You get all of your bonuses. Just roll.
So that's a +7, and then what is it? What +7? That should just be a +7, maybe a +1 if we count my familiar. So that'd be a +8, probably.
Okay, so 46. Yay! The people love your speech. It's wonderful.
It doesn't matter what I say. It's just like Donald Trump.
Yeah, it was. You literally gave imagine if Donald Trump could construct actual meaning.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if what I'm saying is right or anything. They love me. People love me. I honestly just end this speech with an angel halo.
That's why I was asking. Do you just end your speech turning on your angel halo, spreading your wings?
I'm not gonna spread my wings. You know how painful that is? Unless my wings are showing through my hole in the chest type thing, which I have not gotten the chest. That's my fancy outfit. I'm still wearing that. Let's just.
Oh
say.
Yeah, there's a hole in the front of your shirt. You can see the feathers of your wings. You could probably just shrug your shirt off and spread your wings as you fit at a dramatic point in the speech. Turn on your angelic halo.
Yeah.
And the people will eat
Yeah,
that
the people
up.
will eat that up. They're Iomedeans.
Slay queen, slay pretty boy, slay.
Remember, my construct is celestial for some reason.
Yeah. Woo.
I'm so good. I look good. I look good.
Yeah.
They believe in me because I'm pretty.
You are the stereotypical image of the reliable, honorable, holy, great guy. As we close the season, the next 3 or 4 months, you're going to have to run the town. It's going to take that long for Narcopolis to come out of their retreat. You get word from Archbaron Fex that Her Imperial Magistrix is happy with you. You receive those items that we previously talked about. If you recall what they are.
I don't remember what they are. I just remember what they do.
I don't remember what they are.
They are. Can I make note of them properly? So you received a cassock of the clergy, Aglin, which you can display or hide the holy symbol of your deity on at will. Gives you a +3 to charisma checks versus lawful entities, and lets you cast Bless and Sanctuary once a day and prepare 1 extra cantrip. And Amerigo, you receive a specially crafted magical +1 human bane musket, which is a normal musket with all the normal musket stuff, but it's got a +1 to attack and damage against non-humans, +2 to attack, and +2d6+2 damage versus humans.
Yeah, you can figure out how that works online. Because I don't understand how role-playing character sheets work.
Input the information and click.
Shut up.
How
about I input your mom?
And, well, when House Narcopolis returns, they will return with the equipment needed to create a teleportation circle to send you two, Zara, and your soldiers back to Archbaron Fex's manor, where you have been told that there is another mission awaiting you. But that's next summer. Any questions, comments, concerns? / things you want to do during your downtime? Because you will have 3 months of downtime before the next
Aglin's
summer.
gonna study magic in Phaedrus Manor, gonna run the entire town probably.
Yeah, the simple stuff.
Probably, all things considered, Aglin is just gonna basically run the town and do the work, do his studying. I don't think there's gonna be enough time to do anything else during that.
Yeah, and America is gonna just exist and not really interact with anyone. Just kind of do shit.
Running a town is hard, I've heard.
Okay.
From my favorite mayors.
Wonderful. And then, chat, are there any
According
questions?
to Mayor... You see, I've seen how bad Mayor Lewis has been doing with Stardew Valley. I think running a town is kind of hard.
So, chat, do you have any questions for Amerigo and Aglin before we go?
There's chat?
Chat better not.
There's a chat. They're not being vocal, but there are a few people watching.
There are people watching? Since when?
The entire time.
the entire time.
Yeah.
Bro, I would not have been so weird with my. I would have actually prepped something for this piece that I knew people would watch.
We usually get 1 or 2 viewers. Oh, they left now. Bye, Cassie. Bye, Malachias. Left before the raid. Well, that's fine. With that, we bid everyone adieu. Farewell, our great viewers. We never did get a new Hell's Vengeance cover art. That's your homework. That's your homework for next year. That's your homework for next year, Rex, because you're not doing your own character sheet. Is to make Hell's Vengeance Season 3 cover art. Peace.